retired.
Oh.
But it was, all the things in my career, that retirement party is one of the things that's going to stand out the most. New York City, you talk about PTSD. I can't tell you how many times I woke up literally with the thought of debris falling on me.
Yeah.
And just woke
So
up
scary.
in a,
Yeah.
I was there on the 11th. My brother lives in Manhattan. And it's funny, on the 10th, I was here in Boonville.
Really?
It's weird. My father was convinced that he had information on where people were growing a whole bunch of marijuana.
Yeah.
So I had a helicopter assigned to me that day, and the weather was bad, so they couldn't fly. So I came up here in a beat up, unmarked car and grabbed my dad and had him drive me to where he thought all the stuff was. So on September 11th, I hadn't shaved because I didn't have to the day before, and I put my kids on the bus. I went in my bedroom, turned the TV on, went to shave, and I went. I thought it was file footage, and like, when did a little airplane crash in the World Trade Center? Because you saw the little mark and the smoke coming out,
Yeah.
and I was like, my brother works in Manhattan, and that first plane flew straight over the top of us. He was in the first tall building from Central Park. They flew right over his building and rocked his building. And I called work, and I said, well, as soon as the tower fell. You didn't realize how big it was until that tower fell.
Yeah.
And I called work, and I said, if we're sending people, please put me on the list. They said, you're already on the list, start packing your stuff.
Oh, wow.
And we met at Marcy. We waited till the other zones came down, and then we drove from here to Stewart Air Force Base, where they gave us latex gloves and masks. Like, that was our protection.
Wow.
And I think I worked 20 some hours straight the first day. We went to the Javits
How
Center.
many of you went down?
From D Troop, probably 100.
Really?
Just from this troop. And again, we spent, I spent 6 weeks down there.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Did anyone get hurt from there? From
the state
troop?
police?
Yeah.
Well, when you say get hurt,
Probably respiratory issues, I imagine.
we've lost, I can name several friends that have died of cancer from 9/11 related illness.
Yeah.
In my speech in my retirement, I had researched the numbers, and since I became a trooper, I think it was 68 troopers have lost their lives in line of duty.
Wow.
And New York State, I can't remember the numbers. Might have been 600 and something. No, it's more than that. Have died in the line of duty, and more than a third of those were 9/11 related illness.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
I go to I'm in the medical monitoring program where I go once a year and get checked out for all that.
Yep.
Wow.
Just started doing that just a couple of years ago because I hadn't been to the doctor in a very long time. But yeah, that was one of the more memorable things. Standing, and you'd go down for a week, come home for a few days, go back down for a week, come home for a few days. Every time I went back to the city for the first 5 weeks, the pile was still on fire.
Oh my gosh.
So when you went over the George Washington Bridge, you looked to your right down the highway, and you saw the lights down there, and you saw the smoke still coming up.
Yep.
And I'll never forget the smell down there. Just that's something I'll never. Nothing will ever smell like that. But